More to Laugh, Season 1. What are we doing? I'm excited, man. We are taping. We are here celebrating comedy. Everybody's here. I'm doing material. That's what I'm doing. Because I'm hosting. I didn't know. I was not prepared to host. And that means I got to change outfits because we're doing 2 episodes. Is that what's happening? I didn't know. I would have brought another outfit. They're like, man, this dude wear the same outfit in every episode. Broke-ass comedians, man. That's what happens when you do comedy. When you pursue your dreams, you got to remember, you're shopping at Ross and Marshalls. Keep that in mind, man. I'm not knocking you for chasing your dreams, man. Just to let you know, you're gonna have to get a sponsor. You're gonna need a sugar daddy, a sugar mommy. Ain't no shame in that, man. Because if you want to pursue this, you got to be passionate. You got to go up every night, work on your craft, and you can't really get a real job, right? So get ready, man. Get ready to massage some balls. Rub some Bengay on your sponsor's back, you know what I mean? I ain't ashamed, man. I had a little sugar mommy down in Irvine. She supported my comedy career, you know? Mrs. Barber, she was nice to me, man. And she was a sweet lady, too, a little older. You know, we went out to eat. We got discount movies, discounted diners. I didn't have to meet her parents, so that was cool. She my little friend with benefits. She had Medicare, guys. Yeah, man. I'm not ashamed, you know. As an artist, we all got to apply for public assistance. It's hard out there, man, being broke. You can't just live off your parents. You got to apply for EBT. You guys know what EBT is? For the rich people watching this, it's food stamps. That's what it is. Every comedian knows what I'm talking about. That's why I'm scared being on TV. Like right now, I'm nervous people are going to recognize me after this. Because I've been on TV before, and I hate people recognizing me out there. I don't want to be known outside of comedy shows. I don't like people asking for selfies at the Dollar Tree. I'm like, look, I'm just here to get my roach spray, and leave me alone. Cool, man. This is going really well. I like the laughs, man. It's genuine laughter. I was like, man, if this don't go well, you got to edit in laugh tracks, all right? So I'm going to be here. I'm going to laugh at everybody's set, too. Because I ain't an asshole. I support my fellow comedians and my other artists, you know. I'm here. I watch everybody's set. Even am I allowed to say it's hot in here? Am I allowed to say? Even though it's hot in here, I'm going to laugh. Anyway, what else? EBT, yeah, man. I hate when women use me for EBT. You ever get that? Like, come on, man. It's supposed to last me the month. Don't be using my EBT funds the first week. You got to let it stretch. Man, these EBT, these food stamps don't grow on trees. That's all I'm saying. What you think this is? That joke only kills, like, in certain sections of the country, you know? Those EBT jokes bomb in Orange County. That's all I'm saying. That's not relating, man. It kills, like, you know, in Bakersfield, Ohio, certain, you know, tweaky kind of places. Is that an adjective, tweaky? Is that? I'm excited. Just got circumcised. Thank you, man. You know what? I just wanted a new look. You know what I mean? Been rocking foreskin since the 80s, you know? Went over to Supercuts. I said, hey, take a little off the top, you know what I'm saying? Not too much. I need a little bit. Anybody here circumcised? 2 females. That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. That's why I want to be a DJ. Because the DJ can ask the crowd anything. Everybody get hype, right? If you circumcised, make some noise. Ladies with C-section, make some noise. No, nobody? All right. Anyway, this has been fun. You guys excited to get the show started? The first guy, man, as comedians, sometimes we gotta share hotel rooms. He has the cutest snore, guys. He snores like he's having an orgy. It's amazing. It feels like a one-man orgy type of deal. One of the funniest dudes I met, traveled all around the country, clubs and colleges. Guys, get it for the very funny Chris Mitri, guys. Chris Mitri.
We own the laughs. How's it going? Love it. Awesome. My name is Chris, as you guys can tell. I'm a bigger guy. Not my fault, though. It's only because my parents raised me in a neighborhood with less drive-bys and more drive-thrus. Yeah. Growing up fat, you learn the one thing that all fat guys really learn. It's that it takes a big man to love boobs. But a bigger man to grow them. I love that. You guys are just applauding for me being fat. He's unhealthy. Woo! Yeah! My mom called me into the room the other day. She's like, oh my God, Chris, you're on TV. I walked into the room and she was watching an E! Entertainment documentary on DJ Khaled. Fun times. Culturally, ethnicity-wise, I'm Arabic, I'm Palestinian. I'm not like 100% because like my mom is Palestinian, my dad is schizophrenic, so that makes me quarter batshit crazy. And it's tough growing up in the culture. Like, my mom always tried to get me into the Arabic culture by listening to Arabic music. And I don't know if you guys have ever listened to Arabic music, but it's the worst shit on the face of the planet. It's like this dude in a satin shirt, he screams into a microphone, he's like, you guys like that track? So no, that's what I call 27. You pick it up where weird food is sold. But growing up, I didn't know what I was. Didn't know at all. And in California, you have to take standardized tests where you have to bubble in your ethnicity. I didn't know what I was, so my teacher would have to take me aside. She's like, Chris, what are you? What are you? I looked at her, I'm like, I don't know, fat. She was like, I'm going to put down Pacific Islander. Took you guys a couple minutes for that one. It was rough because like my mom never believed I was fat growing up, so she would buy my clothes like 2 sizes too small. One day, she made me go to school in this really tight lime green shirt that said, go in surfing with the guys on it. Yeah, but that reaction, you guys know I didn't surf as a kid. So imagine, if you will, a really heavy-set 11-year-old kid stomping around school in a really tight lime green shirt. I looked like Kool-Aid had an enemy. I looked like I was about to like knock over a classroom and be like, oh no! It's tough out there for a pimp. I started smoking weed a lot recently, and that's fun. Like, I smoked for the first time with these comics, and what they said about the weed was they were like, yo, bro, this is like some Costco bud, bro. I didn't know what that meant. So I just looked at him like, did your mom buy this for you in bulk? Like, I don't get it. Stoner thoughts are very true, though. I remember getting these edibles, and I didn't think they would affect me, but I was driving, which you should never do. Never smoke, take edibles or anything and drive. But it hit me right when I got home, and I noticed, you know, my car is kind of low on gas. I should go get gas. I should walk up there, save some gas, though. Walk to the gas station. I realized I forgot my car. And it's the worst, especially like when you like get really, really stoned right before you go to sleep. Because those stoner thoughts travel with you in your dreams. Like, as I was about to go to sleep, I'm taking off my glasses. Stoner thought pops in my head. Don't take off your glasses. How else are you going to see your dreams? This shit was awful. Fun fact about myself, I sleep with what's called a CPAP mask because I have sleep apnea. What that means is that this mask that goes over my face provides me with oxygen so I don't die when I sleep. And I was kind of bummed when I got it because, like, which chick wants to hook up from Bane from The Dark Knight? So my doctor prescribes me this thing, and he sees that I'm, like, really bummed out. And he's like, hey, Chris, this is what I like to say. Anakin Skywalker in the streets. Darth Vader in the sheets. Right? Then it was at that moment that I thought to myself, I need a new fucking doctor. My friends took me out that weekend because they saw that I was kind of bummed out. They're like, hey, Chris, we're going to go out. We're going to meet some girls. And I'm not that good at talking to girls or dating for that matter. Like I said earlier, I'm Arabic. I'm Palestinian. The only girls that I date in LA are like Jewish girls who want to get back at their dads. Like girls who are like, hey, Dad, Palestine's going to invade me unless you buy me a new car. Right? So we go out and start talking to some girls, and I brought a girl home. I did it. I closed the deal. She comes home, and she sees the mask, and not to freak her out or anything, I explained to her what it's for and everything, and she was like, you should wear it. Like, see if it maybe helps you, and like afterwards, you just fall asleep. It's all good. You have the mask on. So we're starting at it. She's on top, and like, she's one of these girls who just loves to talk. She loves to talk, and she's screaming like, oh, daddy, and like with the mask on, the only thing I could think to say back was like, I am your father. That was like an isolated incident, but I'm not good at dating to any extent. Like, I'm on Tinder because I'm a lonely person, and I remember when I first started Tinder, it was like right when I started stand-up. So I throw a picture of me doing stand-up on there. This chick sees it, and she's like, oh, my God, you do stand-up? No way. Do you have, like, a video I could watch? And I'm like, yeah, I just filmed this 3-minute clip. Check it out. Send it her way. She sends me back a message. You're not funny. And I message her back, yeah, I just started stand-up. Not really that good yet. She's like, you're not funny. Stop. I'm like, fuck it. Leave it alone. Next morning, bitch slides into my DMs with a message that reads, so what about that dick? And I'm so confused as I'm thinking to myself, if she didn't like my 3 minutes, she's going to hate my minute and a half. Come on. All right, guys, I've been Chris Mitri. You're watching We the Laugh. We on the Laughs.
This young lady, very funny. I've seen her all around LA. Guys, give it up for the hilarious Shea Leary. Shea Leary.
What's up? How we doing? Good. Thanks for coming. So yeah, like he said, I live in Los Angeles. I'm not from there originally, but I've been there for about 9 years now. So I've adapted to the culture and the lifestyle that is Los Angeles. So much so that I got my boobs done. Yeah, I did. I got a breast reduction. Yeah. Normal response. Normal response. I went from a triple D to I can run. I don't choose to, but it's nice to know that I can, And although I don't miss the back pain, I really miss the free drinks. That was really nice. It was. And so, after the surgery, you have to go back to the surgeon to make sure that, everything went okay. And my boyfriend came with me. And, so he was late for work that day, and he had to explain to his boss, why he was late. And his boss just looked at him and was like, I'm so sorry for your loss. I'm like, what? Anyway, but yeah, I do have a boyfriend. We've been together for 2 years now. Thank you. Thank you. It's super exciting, I know. But we're so different from each other, which is why I actually think it works out so well. He's 26 and acts like an 87-year-old woman. I'm almost in my 30s and I act like a 13-year-old pubescent boy. So our sex life is really different, as you can probably imagine. What was that? Jesus, there's bugs flying at us. I constantly want to fuck, and he just wants to sit and crochet. That's true. It is. But, and more about my boyfriend, if you guys want to know. He has a lot of allergies, which sucks. And the one thing that he's allergic to is alcohol. I know. But it sucks for him, but not for me, because I have a permanent Lyft driver that I can pay in blowjobs. So it's nice. Doesn't cost me a dime. But when we first started having sex and then stopped, every single time afterwards, he'd be breathing really, really heavily. And I'd be like, oh my God. I just rocked this kid's world. That's when I found out about his dust allergy. Oh. Yeah. But one of the reasons why I still keep him around is actually his family, which is weird. It's sweet, but I love his family. His mom is the sweetest woman I've ever met, and his sisters and I get along great. Well, I like everyone except for his brother. For some reason, his brother hates me, and I don't know why. Whenever I'm around, he says things like, why are you even here? I know. And my brother doesn't even like you? Who says that to somebody? So one day I was just so fed up with it. I went up to my boyfriend and I was like, babe, I just don't understand why your brother doesn't like me. And he just looked at me and was like, Shea, he's 5. It's like, yeah, but I'm just so good with kids, I just don't understand. So I have gained a lot of weight recently. And I think it's only because everyone was just telling me to be the bigger person. My boyfriend wrote that joke. He thinks I'm fat and doesn't have sex with me, so I'm winning. I'm winning so far. I am. So I counted all of the guys that I slept with recently. Wild, I know. And as you write these names down, you get a lot of flashbacks of the experiences and stuff. And for me, there was a lot of Chris's, a lot of Dan's, and a teacher. Yeah, I slept with my teacher. I did. But to be fair, I was 18 years old, and we only did it on school property. And it wasn't like a real relationship or anything. He was just a substitute. Thank you. So, really sad turn. My dad died when I was younger. Okay, let's move on. Anyway, and I've always felt the pressure of getting back into the family business, to honor his memory. He was a drug dealer. And as much as I would love to do that, I just don't know if I could. I hate working in sales. I actually hate working in general, which is probably why I decided to do stand-up comedy. And it sucks for me because everyone in my family is an entrepreneur. They've all built businesses from the ground up, and I'm still trying to figure out ways to collect from the state of California for as long as I can. I actually convinced my boss to lower my hours at work for my flourishing stand-up comedy career. Thank you. I was like, so I think it's best if I don't work as much, because I really need to go home and prepare for my sets and my shows. What I would really do is just masturbate and watch RuPaul's Drag Race. Yeah. Yes, at the same time. Men in dresses, I don't know. So I don't know about you ladies, but my ex sends me dick pics. Yeah, he does. Well, mine, it's just of his face. Thank you guys so much. My name is Shea Leary.
This is a good friend of mine. This guy, you've seen him on True TV. He has a flamingo shirt on. It's amazing. Now I got to go change my outfit now, go to Marshall's, because I didn't know we're taping 2 shows. So now I got to go to Marshall's and get a nice animal shirt. I didn't know. Trying to outshine me. Guys, get up for my very funny friend, Stephen Briggs, guys. One more time.
All right, so I've been having a weird year. My mom started dating this guy, and I don't like him because he's my age. Yeah, I haven't liked this guy since middle school. It's like I want to hate him, but him and I have so much in common, you know? Like both of us have been spanked by her. My mom's been divorced 5 times. She has more rings than an Audi. The weirdest part is my mom and my dad are divorced, but they still live in the same house, but they sleep in different bedrooms. And I thought that was normal growing up till I went to my friend Tommy's house and I realized his parents slept in the same bed. So I run home to my mom. I go, Mom, why do Tommy's parents sleep in the same bed? And she goes, Sweetie, I didn't want to tell you this, but Tommy's parents are poor. That's right. And when your dad and I get even more money, we're going to get separate houses. If you didn't laugh at that joke, you're probably poor. My mom is Puerto Rican. I know this doesn't look like a Puerto Rican face. This looks like a face that doesn't like Puerto Ricans. So... My mom's Puerto Rican and my dad's Czechoslovakian, so that makes me a Czech that bounces. We got family in Puerto Rico too, and I don't know if you guys remember, there was a hurricane that came through and it flooded Puerto Rico, and it flooded my cousin's house. But he stays on an air mattress, so he just... Yeah, he now lives in Miami. I love Puerto Rico. There's things that I don't like, though. Like, I don't like the fact that Puerto Rico is considered a U.S. territory, but not a U.S. state. And there's a word for that. It's called a side chick. My mom's first language is Spanish. And growing up, I remember I had a friend over one time, we're playing video games, and my mom comes in and she's like, ¿Tienes hambre? And the kid goes, wow, you've got a maid. I couldn't believe it. I mean, that was the first time I saw my own mom beat someone else's kid. I was like, he's not coming back. I stole his toys. I went to school next day, went up to all the rich kids. I'm like, you got to come over. I have a maid. My mom used to get mad at me as a kid because I didn't know how to roll my R's. And in Spanish, you need to know how to roll your R's. And she's like, mira, cabrón, even the dog who doesn't like you knows how to roll his R's. And I was like, he likes me. I go to pet him. He's like, my mom likes my younger brother better because he learned how to roll his R's right away. And I was like, Mom, he does heroin. She got so mad. She's like, hey, it's heroin. I'm happy he's doing better, though, now. He just got married. I went to the wedding. The weirdest part about the wedding was they're playing dubstep music at the wedding. I don't know if you've heard dubstep music. It sounds like a guy with a voice box made. It's like, Ella doesn't have a cigarette right now. That is the weirdest sound ever. The only thing more weird than that is I've never seen a guy with a voice box have a regular job. Where is this guy? Like, I want to walk into a place one day, automatic doors open, just and he's like, welcome to Planned Parenthood. Or wherever one goes, I don't know, just maybe welcome to Walmart. Dude, I love Walmart. Walmart's the only place I could walk into and truly feel like a 10. I'm like, I am killing it today, yes. Ooh, I will catwalk this clearance aisle. I'm hitting on women in Walmart. I'm like, you can't get anything better than this. All the rest of the men in here are wearing pajamas. You better take it while you can. I'm confident in Walmart, okay? Which is good because I'm not confident all the time. Like, I work out all the time, but it still jiggles back here. I hate this. Like, I was going to get a tattoo here, but the only thing that makes sense is a swing set. Either that or my cousin on an air mattress. Just my older brother is very confident, though, and I don't know why. He's 44 years old, balding, and still lives with my parents. My mom's like, Joey, how did your hair move out before you did? Him and I went to Ibiza, Spain together. I don't know if you know about Ibiza. Ibiza's known for having the biggest nightclub in the world. And we're walking into the club. He's like, man, I'm about to get all these chicks tonight, man. I'm about to get all these chicks tonight. I'm like, Joe, you eat sushi from a gas station, and you live with Mom. You get no chicks tonight. We get in there. I order a drink. I turn around. He's making out with 2 girls. I'm like, what the hell is going on? He comes up to me. I'm like, how are you doing that? He hands me a business card that says Dr. Joey Briggs. I was like, you're not a doctor. He goes, I know, but by the time they figure out it's too late. I've already operated. I was like, dude, you know what? I'm just going to go back to the hotel room. I go walk outside, and this girl comes up to me. She goes, hey, you want to have a good time? I go, what do you mean? She goes, $5,000. I was like, well, if you want to walk back to the hotel room with me. And after like 3 miles, she's like, how much further? How much further? Like, I didn't pay her $5K, but I made her walk one. I get back to the hotel room. I fall asleep. 4:30 in the morning, my brother bursts in, just, Steven, get in the closet, get in the closet. I'm in my underwear. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I crawl in the closet. He comes back in with these 2 girls and starts making out with them. I'm like, oh, this is bull crap. So I go to stand up, but my knees sound like the beginning of a roller coaster. Just. And one of the girls is like, oh, what was that? And he goes. And my brother's like, oh, it's just my brother. He's like, here, I'll show you. He brings him to the closet, opens the door. I didn't know what to do, so I grabbed a pillowcase, wrapped it around my mouth, and was like, run, he's going to kill you. They ran the hell out of there, just. And I just looked at my brother. I was like, looks like somebody's not operating tonight. Thank you very much. I'm Stephen Briggs.
I've known Steven for over 10 years, and I never knew you were Puerto Rican. That was my first time. Deceiving, man. Very deceiving. You guys had fun today? Man, it's been an honor to host the very first episode